Hi, Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is your weekly energy check-in for all things Pisces. I do not have any Pisces placements. I have my birth chart in the community tab if you want to check it out. I am somebody that has one side completely vacant, and the other side of my birth chart is double and triple placement. So I have no Pisces, no Aries, no Capricorn, and no Aquarius placements. So I apologize. It's supposed to be very intuitive, lovely, fine. So everything you need to know about me is in the description of this video below. I have an email down there if you want to reach out to me for a personal reading. It is a Zoom meeting just like this, and I record it one-on-one, and you get to keep it forever if you choose. Please assist the algorithm and YouTube out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's how they know you want more Pisces readings like this. And in turn, it sends this particular important message out to other Pisces. And of course, I appreciate them and I want to interact with you, and I like your likes, shares, and subscribes. Please assign all genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me, and it's about the involvement and evolution of energy throughout the fool's journey. That is what tarot is about, is the fool's journey. And if you want more information on that, you can Google it, go on YouTube. There's lots of short versions and long versions of that, or reach out to me for some coaching. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that is okay. If you don't like shuffling, fast forward, babies. So let's get into this. Start. Show me. What are the overall and the things C's must know this week? The overall most significant week. Bottom of the deck. Stalemate. So we've had a couple with this being a prominent um, card this week. Either an important card. I'm not sure if it was always the bottom of the deck, but this is a stalemate card. This is nothing in, nothing out. No decision being made. Um, it's about having a worthy adversary. So while two people can be completely different, they have equal strengths in those different things that make them a worthy adversary. Tough to beat. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. This is like almost every sign is coming into union or partnership with somebody this week. I think aside from Sagittarius and Gemini, that is a factual thing for every sign. And so, what I'm going to tell you is when the world is going through massive changes, a lot of divine counterparts come into union because they are supposed to be like a positive example and light to assist in healing with the world, basically. And even if that means just in their community, being this lovely example of love, partnership, and healing, that's why these come in. And so if you know anything about twin flames or looked it up, there was a mass popularity and these relationships coming into union because everybody thought they were gonna not be alive, right? And so with us either actually being in uh, WW3 or on the brink or whatever you think about that, um, I think this week is there's a massive shift of this coming through, at least for who I've been reading on, the collectives of energy that I've been reading on. So it seems like I'm on Cancer now. All I have left is or your Pisces. I just did today. I've done, what did I do? Capricorn, Cancer, doing Pisces, and then I have Scorpio left. And I would say everybody but I think Gemini and Sagittarius are coming into union with some sort of higher level soul connection, divine counterpart, um, amends being made, things like that. So if you are at a stalemate with somebody at this time, or nothing can be done about anything, or it appears that way, there's good news for you here. So right now, Pisces, your energy is judgment. So it could very well be that you are in the process of going through a spiritual awakening. Um, Very much, like God, spirit, whatever you believe in. It's like, hello, McFly, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, you know. So some sort of they're wailing on you in some sort of way, and it's supposed to be a spiritual awakening or a wake up call. In addition to that, it could be like making a very, very monumental decision, or it could be being judged. So in your difficulties, it is legacy, family, long term planning, inheritance, large sums of cash, and windfall. We are having, when it's in your difficulties, so we're having some serious family issues or monetary issues at this time. These cards are beginner cards. So, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't even. Yeah, so financial disputes, bankruptcy, fleeting success, debt, family conflicts or burdens, instability, rocky or loose foundations. So that's what that means. Basically, everything I already said. So you're having some sort of wake up call in regard um, to family, finances, stability, um, money going out unexpectedly, theft of money, things like that. Not think money not coming in, foundations not being successful, investments not being successful. It's a big old fat wake up call. In the past, you had the Hermit, so you were doing some very serious reflection and meditation and going within. Um, the answers come within on this one. So I associate that with meditation, prayer, spending time alone. This is often about, just getting out, spending some time alone, keeping away from getting off the grid a little bit if you can. Also, in your recent past, you have the eight of wands. So, the eight of wands is about communication. It's about moving quickly, moving with haste, action taking, messages like text message, emails, things like that. Um, it can also be seen as Cupid's arrows biting people's butts. Bite, bite, bite. So you're in some deep reflection in the past about taking action or some sort of communication or message um, that came in or was had. In your goals, we have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is about financial issues, um, being left out in the cold, things like that. Some tarot readers read it as a positive. Um, I can't remember the specific girl's name. She was one of the first ones I ever read anything from or anything. I just can't remember her name right now. And I've been following her for 10 plus years, probably. Um, so she reads this as positive for relationships because it's like a thick and thin type of thing. But most of the time, I read this as being left out to the cold, having money issues. And so that's in your goals. Hopefully, your goal isn't to like put someone out and rid them of everything they earn, including their home and things like that. Um, and that it's only like to work on this energy, to work on your financial issues, to work on building a life, to work on finding and investing in jobs and careers and things like that. In the very near future, we have Two of Cups. So that is a coming together, possibly some type of partnership, whether that is business or romance. It can be calling a truce, forgiveness, apologies, just a coming together. It doesn't have to be a full coming together, but it can be like, you know, talking. Okay, you see yourself in the Knight of Swords. So he is a hasty action taker. He can be impulsive. He seizes the moment. He is the fastest knight of the knights. So he's an action taker. He jumps in. He grabs a bull by both horns. On the He's blurty. On the bad side, like he can be a brawler. He can be seen as aggressive and things like that. But we won't go all into that because I think you really just see yourself as taking the bull by the horns, taking action, moving swiftly, like not wanting to miss an opportunity. Okay. Um, Everyone around you sees you in King of Cups energy, which, hello, it's a water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So they see you as the most emotionally evolved cups suit in the deck. He is emotionally intelligent. He's intuitive. He's always married. He's always a father. He leads with his heart in his heart space. He's the dad that's like that you go to for a hug, not necessarily to get kind of like the truth. Like if you want an attaboy, you're the best, you're the greatest. He's the one you go to. Your guidance is the Two of Wands. So you are at a crossroads, choosing one path over another, one career over another, one person over another, one idea over another. So there could be a relationship that you are at a crossroads with, and you're trying to a relationship or a partnership or soul connection that you're at a crossroads with, and you're trying to make a decision. Your outcome is the Ace of Cups. So this is a very loving relationship. This union will lead to a new love beginning, a new heart space. Um, yeah, it's love, heart, overwhelming cup, your cup runneth over. That's your outcome. Yep. And it's right beside the Five of Pentacles. So if your goal is to, come out from the cold, heal some money issues, um, just do everything from your heart space, do everything from love, keep embodying love. People see you in that energy anyway, even if you feel a little more aggressive about yourself like that, or, it just getting this to come in is going to require a little bit of aggression and seizing the moment. Okay. This energy is not going to work. Stagnant, blocked, indecisive energy. It's just not going to work. It's just going to stay the same. So let's see. Obviously, this is a partnership. So let's just see what's going on here. What is Pisces person's overall and most significant feelings? Shows me these person's overall and most significant feelings. Spirit. These persons overall. Pisces. Bottom of the deck. Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving. Okay, so let's see what this means, because this card seems opposite of what everything else means, but so did this, right? So this is kind of like, this is where everything is right now, but it could go somewhere if, people come together and use loving energy. It has a positive outcome. So just let's see if you guys are in this like cut ties place or in separation or something like that. Let me see. Poker face. Taking a chance, risks, options, not showing hand, gambling. Really? Like we didn't know. We know. We know. We know, we know, we know. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Yep. 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 So it could be they have to cut ties, right? Y'all got to cut ties with somebody. Take what resonates if the energies are flipping. Blowing kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection, return. So just know, if you like them, they like you. If you like them, they like you. Mm-hmm. They just aren't showing it. They aren't showing their teddy bear. They're keeping a poker face and they're not showing their teddy bear squishy side. But they got heart and love and soul for you. All right. Not enough. Lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, frustration. So that's going over a poker face. And that is why they are keeping a poker face, because they don't feel like they can live up to you, your expectations, or whatever. And it doesn't mean that that's true. It's just how they feel. Grounding, stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. So that is very, I guess the King of Cups is grounded because he's emotionally stable. I wouldn't say being in the Knight of Swords energy is grounding and grounded, but this definitely has the potential. Shock. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, an epiphany, transformation. Boom. So maybe this is that wake up call, the judgment, the being judged. Normally, I would associate this with a tower moment because it looks exactly like the tower, right? But maybe we really are like having this shocking wake up call, jolt from God, the universe, the oneness of all. So, oh yeah, okay, I see. They're shocked they have feelings. They're shocked they caught feelings because they are so amazing at keeping this poker face and this teddy bear's gushy inside stuff on the down low. Like they just hide it. They're shocked. They're shocked they got feelings. God's giving them a wake up call. They're trying to deal with some stuff for stability as well. Okay. So if these energies are flipping around, so if this is you, because if y'all are marrying each other, if this is them, but if you know this is you, like if you know, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Sometimes these energies can flip, and it can be for the cross watcher, the nosy person. So, like, if you're not a Pisces and you want to know about a Pisces, that kind of stuff. This is the His Situations deck. And before, I was using the Loving Messages cards. And this deck is just a regular beginner tarot deck, and I just use it so that you guys can learn if you're trying to learn as well. Any decks I don't get in person, I get on Etsy. You can get them on Amazon as well. Most bookstores. So let me share with me. Pisces person. Happy day. This time. Spirit. This Pisces person. Pisces at this time. Spirit. What are Pisces overall? Pisces has to say. I'm slowly making my way back to you. You're moving fast, they're moving slow. I'm seeing a problem. Okay, let's see. I can't listen to music right now because I hear you through songs. The life I'm living is not how I imagined. It took me a long time to realize that I do love you. That is literally going over shock and blowing kisses. All in a row. I'm so annoyed, but I haven't figured out why. Probably because you're listening to music and it's giving you reminders, right? And that's going right over poker face and not enough. So they probably haven't realized consciously that they haven't reached out to you because they don't feel good enough or up to par or whatever. I'm reminded of you every time I walk in this building. So if y'all work in the same building, live in the same building, there was something logging into portals at the same time and things like that, they are reminded of you and how their life has not turned out the way they had hoped, planned, and imagined. It's not how it's supposed to be to them. I can't figure out why you trigger me so much. And that's going over. It took me a long time to realize I do love you and the blowing kisses and the shock. So, uh, yeah, I mean, I would attribute this to men mostly, but they push stuff down. Usually they're the ones to do that because they don't want to feel. And it's easier to go through life not feeling. As a woman that feels a lot all the time, I can tell you it's a hindrance. I would love to be able to shut my emotions off so that I wasn't constantly distracted by emotions. But in this instance, it took them a long time to realize that they had feelings, that they love you, take that on the spectrum of what it all is. Um, and they just couldn't figure it out and couldn't figure it out, like why you irritated them and triggered them so much. And in soul connections, they're about growth. It's not, oh, this is my soulmate, and we never fight. Not how those work. Especially twin flame ones, they're kind of there to illuminate your weaknesses. They're not there for like lying, cheating, stealing, or abuse, but they're there like a coach or a mentor or someone you value and respect, kind of being like, we're kind of like not together in this area. And right here, if we could focus in on this, things could be so much better. And if that ruffles your feathers, yeah, it would, that growth can be annoying and painful. Um, and, things aren't how they imagined right now. They're going through this wake up call. It looks like you're also going through a wake up call as well. And even in music is getting under their skin right now. And whatever building they associate with you, they can't even walk into it. So this is heavy. This is heavy. Let's get some advice here. I'm gonna use the romance deck since this is obviously romance. Right off the cuff right here. So there's the romance. So the Get Your Truth deck and this what is this one called actually? Soulmate edition. Ooh, this camera just zooms for me. So this, you guys got to go to, if you want this one, it has its own site and they have the decks in different colors. What is some advice for Pisces? Full connection. Spirit, please show me. What is some advice for Pisces on this soul connection? Please. Some overall and significant soul connection. Too attached. So if they're like a poker face person and they push feelings down, they could feel like just like the slightest bit of feelings is like codependent or being too attached or whatever. So it's why things are in this blocked and detached energy. Just remember, they're slowly making their way back to you. So this is an interesting one where it's like you get this card, but then it reveals what is actually going on, which is kind of interesting. A growing bond. Absolutely. It will take time. So inch by inch, very Knight of Pentacles energy, which I can't remember. Was that any energy you had? I don't think so. I think all of your energy was like, let's make this snappy. Let's grab the bull by the horns. Let's take care of this. Let's get it popping. Show affection. Be affectionate. Be affectionate. It is not bad. It is not a bad thing. It is not clinginess. It will not hurt you with the right person. Worry. So, worry is going over a growing bond. Falling out of love is going under it will take time, which I think these two mean beside each other. I'll explain. Make it official is going under show affection. All right, so these cards aren't lined out like how they normally do. Let the past go. Romance blooming. Spiritual connection, like I already didn't say. They can be trusted. Okay. See each other. See you soon. Compromise. Okay. All right. So, okay, this is going to take time to grow this bond. Like, show affection. Okay. Don't worry about the bond growing. Don't worry about showing affection. Don't focus on the fact that they might fall out of love with you or that it'll take time or whatever. It's just going to take time. And this will come to a point where it's made official, especially if you do the icky love stuff that is so scary and feels suffocating and wrong and that you normally push down or they normally push down. Okay. Warmth and affection goes a long way. Okay. Everybody, I think if this energy wasn't flipping around, I think you both kind of are marrying each other. About pushing things down, keeping a poker face, being worried about showing too much or being too much with affection, or it's just too much, right? Like, or it's overwhelming. So either you both are like this, or this is like a one-sided reading. So just take what resonates. But they're like stuck. Like they literally can't go into whatever building they associate with you. They cannot turn on the radio. They are also going through this shocking wake up call process. Okay. And so this is going to be an incredibly loving relationship if you guys can just kind of come together and be, um, come from your heart space, which people already see. You already see you doing that. Just make sure coming from our heart space and showing affection, and this should really be good. Like, look at all this. Look at you. Look at you. This can happen if we don't repress our feelings and don't act like it's smothering or gross or icky. There's lots of potential. for this to be a grounding relationship and stable relationship. Everybody gotta show their hand though. Gotta show your hand. Gotta show your hand. Poker face. Okay, so let's get one single piece of advice. What is one single piece of advice these can take with them? Spirit, what is one single these can take with them? Divine assignments. So God really does have their hand in this. So let's see what the advice on this card is. I've never seen it before, but this is a butterfly, and butterflies are about transformation. They turn from little caterpillars and they go into their cocoon chrysalis thing, and then they emerge this beautiful thing that's not disgusting and gross and creepy crawly. So let's see what it says. Every relationship is every relationship is a divine assignment in which two people share the maximal opportunity to give and receive love. Are you doing that? Don't you hate it when the cards keep saying the same thing over and over and over? So this definitely is a divine connection. It's divinely assigned. Show affection. That's going to be what moves this forward. You must do the icky love stuff. You can't flourish without it. Yeah, so you got to be open to giving and receiving, and that both of you are kind of like, you're gonna stay, it's gonna stay like this. It's not gonna evolve like this. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. If you would like a personal reading with me, check out the description of this video below. It's got my email. Just email me. We'll get on a Zoom call just like this. I'll record it. We'll do the reading, and you can keep it forever if you want. Please help YouTube and the algorithm with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's how they know to send you more Pisces readings. And that's how they know to send this Pisces reading that's really important out to other Pisces. Have a great week. See you next week. And I like all your likes, shares, and subscribes as well. I love interacting with y'all, and I would love absolutely knowing these stories because I'm nosy.